Greetings, Empire. It is another week. So you know what that means. It is another week for us to give our picks for the NFL season. This week is week 5. We have not gone above 500 in our picks, guys. We have not. I went 6-10, 7-9, 8-8, 7-9. Can we get above 500 in these picks? My team has a bye week this week, so I'm still going to watch the football games because I'm still going to put my parlays in. Again, disclaimer, I'm not going to say this every video, but every once in a while I'm going to let you know, do not take my picks to your local gambling site. I'm telling you. You see me, I went 6-10, 7-9, 8-8, 7-9. Right now we're sitting at 28-36. The Emperor is not giving out decrees that is actually making you pick the games win. But this week, we're going to try to turn that around. We're going to try to turn that around. We have a slew of nice games. 4 teams are on bye weeks. The 4 teams are the Detroit Lions, the LA Chargers, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Tennessee Titans. Those are your 4 teams on bye. So fix your fantasy lineups if you haven't done so already. There's games, there's me, and it's time for me to give you my predictions for NFL Week 5. Lock in, strap up, and let's get to it. What we're going to do is go one by one, go up and down these games, and let you know our predictions. You know how predictions work. Thursday night game, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Tampa Bay 3-1, Atlanta Falcons are 2-2. Tampa Bay is coming off a game where they dominated the Philadelphia Eagles. The Atlanta Falcons are coming off the game where they squeaked by the New Orleans Saints. This is a division game. Anything can happen, but you don't care about anything happening. You care about the predictions that I'm going to give you. And with everything that has led me up until this point, I got to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They have been the most consistent of these 2 teams. Now, Baker is going to have an off game. Like, you're in the NFL. You're not made to be perfect. 17 games out of 17. They would love you to be, but it's human nature. You're going to fall off. He's going to have a bad game. This is prime for one of those bad games because of the secondary of the Atlanta Falcons. I feel as though they match up well with the receiving core of the Buccaneers. But I just believe that Baker Mayfield is going to make more plays than Kirk Cousins that's on the other side. Not saying that if the Atlanta Falcons win, I'm going to be shocked. But Tampa Bay, lock it in. Next, we have the Jets taking on Minnesota. And that is happening at 8:30 in the morning. Man, I want to pick the upset. Like, my gut is telling me to pick the upset. Pick the Jets over Minnesota. Pick the Jets over Minnesota. Pick the Jets over Minnesota, but I can't do it. The Jets have not shown me enough consistent offense. They lost to the Tennessee Titans last week. Now, they are going to make adjustments. I think the Jets are 2-2? 2-2, 1-3. Minnesota Vikings are undefeated. Sam Darnold is playing like an MVP candidate. I gotta take Minnesota. I gotta until they show me a weakness, I gotta take Minnesota. We got Carolina taking on Chicago. And this is the battle of the decrepit franchises. This is the battle of the piss poor franchises. This is the battle of mediocrity in franchises. I got to pick a winner, and I'm just going to pick the Chicago Bears. I think that the Panthers are more of a disgrace as a franchise than Chicago is at the moment. So, Chicago, I'm not really happy about either one of these teams. I'm not really comfortable choosing either one of these teams. This is like the loser bowl of the Titan. No, I lied. I lied. The Jets lost to the Broncos last week. The motherfucking Dolphins lost to the Titans. The Jets lost to the Broncos. That don't take away what I said about them. They did. The Tennessee Titans beat the Miami Dolphins. That was the toilet bowl. Like, that was awful. Fucking Tyreek Hill gave me 7 fantasy points, man. But we're going with the Chicago Bears. We're going with the Chicago Bears. We got Baltimore taking on Cincinnati. And I told y'all last week that Baltimore was going to beat Buffalo. And because of Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, you're going to have to flood the box with them too. You either want to get trucked by Henry, you're going to get your ankles broke by Lamar, or they're going to throw the ball over your head to Likely, Bateman, Zay. That defense is suffocating. This is another one of those division matches that these two teams know each other so very well that anything can happen. But I'm going to lean more towards Baltimore because the Bengals, like I said, with other teams up until this point, have been extremely inconsistent. They haven't shown me anything of a glimpse to put faith in them. I can't just go off a namesake. I can't. They have to show me something and they haven't. So I'm gonna go with Baltimore. We got Miami taking on New England. Finally a fucking game where I can pick New England and they are actually favored to win because I was wrong. I don't give a fuck. Last week I said I don't care if it's Tyler Huntley, Skylar Thompson, Chip Skylark. I don't care who the quarterback is. They're going to beat the Tennessee Titans. I was proven wrong the first 3 minutes of that game. If they don't have a quarterback, Miami is not going to do shit. You see, they're going to be angry. I'm not taking Miami. No more. I'm taking the New England Patriots. We got the Cleveland Browns taking on the Washington Commanders, and Washington has shown me so much. Jaden Daniels is the real deal. Offensive Rookie of the Year. It's not locked in because there's so many other rookies performing at the moment. But I'm going to go with Washington over Cleveland because Cleveland is abysmal. This is Nick Chubb's game back, but he has to get back into the swing of things. So it's going to take him a little minute. I'm going to go with Washington. Next, we got Indianapolis taking on Jacksonville. Both of these teams are underperforming. I don't know if AR is playing, but if he's not playing, to be honest, even if he is, I'm going to go with the Colts. Trevor Lawrence is proven to be a bust. No, wrong term of words. Trevor Lawrence is proving not to be the first round draft pick, the first overall draft pick that Jacksonville drafted him to be. Just my 2 cents, I'm going to let it lie there. Buffalo versus Houston. This is a great game. This is going to be something that is going to feed families. And with that, I am going to take the Houston Texans. I feel like that their defense is going to stop Josh Allen enough to where CJ Stroud is going to make enough plays to come out on top. I'm going to go with Houston. Raiders versus Denver. Sadly, I'm going to go with Denver. Devontae Adams not playing. He just demanded a trade. They don't have much weapons. They have Brock Bowers, but they're not really using him. If you can double, triple team him, who else are you going to throw to? Denver got their first win last week against the Jets, and I feel like Sean Payton is just going to grow on that. Now, this game isn't going to be pretty. This game is not going to be pretty. If nobody scores a touchdown in this game, I wouldn't be surprised. But it's another one of those division. Damn, it's a couple division games this week. That's perfect. Next, we have another division game. We have Arizona taking on San Fran. I think Arizona's going to take this one. Arizona. I'm not even going to dive deeper into that. Green Bay taking on Los Angeles Rams. I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers. We got the Giants taking on Seattle. There is no way, shape, form, or fashion I am going to take the Giants, who has 24 points on offense. I think I saw some where the kicker from the Steelers or the Lions, one of them, has more points than the Giants offense. That's abysmal. That's absurd. That's atrocious. Nah. And then for our Sunday Night Football, we have the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. We have the history of two franchises going at it. We have Justin Fields, Dak Prescott. I am going to take the Dallas Cowboys. Surprisingly, I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys because just because I'm talking myself into this one. I want Pittsburgh to win. This ain't one of those cases where I'm saying Cowboys because of Pittsburgh win, blah, blah, blah. No, I want Pittsburgh to win. But that defense ain't been, the defense can't be perfect every week. Last week they had an off week. It might continue into this one. Justin Fields have been playing lights out, and if Micah and D-Law not playing, then Justin Fields is just gonna run. So I can see Steelers winning, but with my predictions, Sunday Night Football, bright lights, everybody gonna be staring at the Cowboys. I feel like Cowboys is gonna take this. And then we have our Monday night game with the New Orleans Saints taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And without Rashee Rice, without Hollywood Brown, without Pacheco, Patrick Mahomes is still going to find a way to get this dub. That's just how much I believe in Patrick Mahomes. Now, do I believe they're going to go 17-0? No. Do I believe that they're going to win more games than people expect them to with all the losses that they had on their team? Yes. Is Patrick Mahomes the GOAT? Yes. Do I appreciate Alvin Kamara and what he does to my fantasy team? Yes. But they're not beating the Chiefs. Not that they can't, because anything can happen on any given Sunday, but with my prediction, they're not beating the Chiefs. So it looks like it's going to be a whole lot of good football happening this week. With my predictions here at the Empire, Unknown predicts. Unknown predicts. We have Tampa Bay, Minnesota, Chicago, Baltimore, New England, Washington, Indianapolis, Houston, Denver, Arizona, Green Bay, Seattle, Dallas, and the Kansas City Chiefs. Check back with me next week when we do our review to see how our picks turn out. You let me know in the comments down below what your predictions is for this upcoming week. You let me know how your team is doing and how your picks is kind of stayed up until this point. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check out any other video on this channel that you might enjoy. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for stopping by. Y'all have a blessed one. I will see you when I see you.